Welcome to NYP Music Theory. Today our harmonic analysis is Bach Chorale R.7 from the Albert Riemenschneider edition. Nun lob mein Seel den Herren. Now praise my soul, the Lord. Let's get started. We will focus on section A today. It has 8 bars and 2 phrases. The cadential formula 27B51 and 57D to 1B pattern are being used in both phrases, but we can observe what's the difference between them. The bass melodies are the same, but the soprano, alto, and tenor are different. Take note of the long supertonic note, harmonized by 2 different chords, are common in Bach's style. 57D to 1B pattern is always in pairs and is being used a lot of times in 4-part writings and trio sonatas. Now let's look at tonicization or modulations. The E sharps prompt us to think of the leading note of a new key, that is F sharp minor. Since it only stays for 1 bar, as there is an E natural in the next bar, we may say this is a temporary modulation or transient modulation or tonicization. Take note of how to write in Roman numerals. F sharp minor is 5-7B in the downbeat and then change to root position 5-7 to 1. This is transient modulation. But as in A major, it is tonicization using secondary dominants. That is 5-7B of 6 to 5-7 of 6, then resolves to 6. There is another opportunity for transient modulation to B minor. Some students ask about how do we recognize an implied modulation, which means there are no new notes in the given soprano. But don't worry, I will give you some clues. Let's take a look at this portion. If the melody is given or the soprano is given in A major, we will usually just harmonize it with a simple chord progression. Mi, mi, re, mi, mi. Then we can analyze and harmonize with 1-1 chord, jump an octave in the bass. And this re, mi, we can harmonize with Ti, Do, 5B to 1. The last note is a repetition of the mi, and then we can change the chord to 6. This is a simple chord progression. But if we want to identify an implied modulation, the first clue is look at the repeated dominant of F sharp minor, which is the relative minor of A major. According to the related key chart, we will observe that the E sharp is the leading note of F sharp minor. Then we can put it in the bass. For F sharp minor, 1 chord is F sharp A C sharp, which is the same as A major 6. Then for 5 chord is C sharp, E sharp, G sharp. So we can find the 2 common notes, C sharp, the dominant note of F sharp minor. This is called implied modulation. That means we cannot find the new note in the soprano. We can put it in the bass or alto or tenor. If we come back to F sharp minor, we check for supertonic to tonic. This is G sharp to F sharp. So this is also a clue for implied modulation. So we can harmonize it with 5-1 in F sharp minor. Or when we have a dominant note to a median note. This is F sharp minor, dominant note to the median. We can harmonize it with 5-1 and the inner part with the leading note. The last clue to identify implied modulation is to find the subdominant to median. If the melody has the subdominant note goes down to median, then we can also harmonize it with a 5-7 to 1 or 5-7B to 1. Alright, practice this in different keys, then you'll get used to it. And that's all for this video. I'll see you soon in section B. Thanks for watching. If you find this video helpful or interesting, please subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.